What's going on, everybody? Today, booyah. Going to the Honda. Open that shit. Something came in the mail today, huh? Lit. Let's see what it is. Get into the wheel. So, let me adjust my little lamp. You know what? I'm wearing a hat though, so it kind of gets in the way of the light. But today, we are going to be installing these. What is this? Vitamotor auto LED light. These are for the cluster. These are 20 T5 3 small, whatever. They're like wedge lamps. So let me show you what they look like real quick. This is with one hand, so forgive me. Hold on. Let me adjust my light real quick. Okay, my light is adjusted. A little ghetto jerry rig headlamp. I put it up on my little sun visor, so let's see. Mini LEDs, they're wedge lights, so that's what they look like. I'm going to be installing them in there. So this is what it currently looks like stock. Let me turn this off. So this is what they look like, huh? Very minimal vision, you know. My right side, like you can see the little needle on the left side right here. You can see my finger. You can see the needle on the left side, but you can't really see the needle on the right because my light went out. You look up, you can see that there's only one source of light coming out from the actual dash itself. LED headlights though. What you think about those, huh? Okay, anyway though. So gonna be putting in those new lights. So first thing we gotta do is remove this little cluster right here, the little RPM gauge. So let's get that out. I got to unscrew let's see if you can see with the headlamp. I don't want to remove it from the thing, man. Screw it, I'll do it. Okay, let's see. Sorry for turning the phone all sideways like that on y'all. There's a little knob right there. Just gotta twist it off. So we'll be doing that real quick. So we're gonna put the lamp for the best possible light source right there. Okay, it's gonna be there. I just quickly untwist it. I actually need both hands for this, so I'll be right back. So now that the little RPM gauge is out of the way, you need a Phillips screwdriver. Focus on the tip. Focus on the tip. Focus, camera, focus. You got it. Well, anyway, you can see it right there. It's a Phillips screwdriver. So we're going to take that out real quick and then on to the next step. So now that the little gauge is out of the way, ran it down. Now we got to remove those two Phillips right there. So in the front right here, there's two little spots. Let me pull the screwdriver. There's going to be one in there and another one in there. So what this does is this holds the entire little black plastic trim piece right here, all the way that goes all the way around. Kills it in place. So once I remove that, we can get to the next step, which will reveal another 4. So now what you're going to want to do is, after those two have been removed, you want to gently pop it out of place. Mine came out real easy, but normally it's a little harder than that. My steering wheel is all the way to the bottom that it can go. So you gently want to kind of weasel it out of place. I believe one of mine is already cracked, so it pops out so easy. So there's a trim piece. Where's the little crack at? Oh yeah, see right here. There's a little clip here. It's supposed to be put on that side, but it's broken. But it still holds the piece in place, so you just want to move that aside. I'll put it in the back seat. So now, where's my screwdriver? Here it is. You're going to want to remove a screw that is here, up here, right there. And the same thing on the opposite sides. Right here and right there. And then it's the same thing. Once you get it out, you just want to low-key wiggle it out of place. And then you can get to the back of it. So I'll show you guys how to do that. There's going to be some wires that you're going to want to unplug very carefully. So once you get it out of place, you're going to want to gently wiggle it out of the little socket that it's in. And I'll show you guys that process once we get to that step. Alrighty guys, I just finished removing all of the little screws that were holding it in place. So now it's loose. You see that? So it's loose. I always try to tip the bottom first and then pull it up gently so that the little pieces get out of the top. You just kind of wiggle it in and out of the place. You don't want that little bracket to get stuck like mine just did right now. So I kind of messed up. Tilt, pull out gently, just enough so that it's out. And then, now that you can see from here, there's going to be this blue clip right here. This is really hard with one hand. So, okay, it's out. So, this blue clip, there's two blue clips. I believe there's a yellow one as well. So, let's see. There's a blue one here. There's a blue one here. There's going to be another one here. So, let me clip these off real fast, and then I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So, these clips, you just push down, and you pull out. But I need two hands to hold everything in place. So, I'll do that real fast. Okay, I just finished removing the little blue pieces. Remember, you're going to want to firmly, but at the same time gently push down on this little clip piece right here, and it pops right out. So the long one goes there, the shorter one obviously goes right here on the other side, and then get this out of the way. There's going to be a little yellow one right here. It's the same process. You just push down firmly but gently and pull right out. And at that point, let me make sure, just in case I don't want to sound like a big idiot. Okay, the whole cluster should come out now, as shown. You want to low-key wiggle it out of place. So now the entire cluster face is out. So you're gonna turn this bad boy around. Oh, first of all, these little lights right here. So let me show you guys. So this is one of the lights that didn't work. If I remember correctly, there's a little piece in here. You see that little piece right there, that little thing that has like the little blue squares? That only allows so much light to get out. So I'm gonna be removing this plastic interface right here. Little plastic clips, right? You just push down on it, push down on it, push down on it, push down on it, and push it out, push down on it, push it out, and push down on it, push it out. You're gonna want to remove this light first, though. This right here. Wiggle the wire out of place, just get it out of the way, and like I said, I'm gonna replace those LEDs though, so I'm gonna do that, and then I gotta remove the black piece, which is the same thing except it's right here on the side, right there. One right there. That's why you gotta move this cable out of the way because it's gonna yank it because it's attached to the black piece. And then you can remove that little film piece that I was telling you guys about. Another piece there, another one there, one here, and one here in the front. So let me get those straps done, and then I'll put you guys back on. I actually decided that I was gonna replace these two real quick. The one up there, those two. I'm gonna replace them real fast with these. So let me place them down in my jacket. This is simply just a little twist. You hear the little click and it comes out. Now, this bulb is probably fried to death. Focus on the bulb, please. There you go. Let me see if there's a way I can hold my phone with my chin. Dang, man, this is gonna be difficult. I don't know where to put my phone to record. Let me see. I'm just gonna rest it on my belly. This little piece right here. Dang, man, I wish I had a workbench. I have nowhere. I'm literally in my car doing this at night. Okay. Well, let's just screw it. I'll put on the selfie cam. You guys can see my face. Alrighty, guys. As you can see, I have the little bulb here. You're just gonna want to gently pull it out because it's a wedge bulb. Yank that sucker out. Yank that poopy out. Come on, get out. You know you want to get out. Come on, baby. Come on. Okay, not so gently as me, but you're gonna want to yank the bitch. Okay, it's out now. The camera won't really focus because it's front, but there's a little lens, and we're gonna be replacing it with this LED ones. They're about the same size. Can you see? They're about the same size, so it's the same process now. You just want to push those inside. Get it sideways. Push it in. Where you at? Okay. Push it in. Don't tell me I got a size too big, man. I did all the research on it for nothing. It's not popping in. Don't want to break it. Give me one sec, guys. This thing is just... I don't want to push too hard on the little face because there's little LEDs on the face, and I don't want to damage it. Oh, my phone fell a little bit. That's fine. It's wide enough to fit, you know. It fits everything, the specs. I just don't want to damage it. That's the hard part. Get in. I don't want to break you. So they give you 20. Yeah, it's going in. I feel it. It's going in. Ah. Come on, you sucker. I think it's in. I don't know though. Can't really push it up against anything. It's too small. Okay. Well, I think it's in place. I didn't hear a click or nothing, but so we're doing a start. Okay, we're gonna learn. So that's in place now. The same little process. Let me put the camera back. So flip the camera. I took a screenshot. So same thing, right? Put the little piece in, and you twist. So get to the opening, twist it in place so that it locks. Did I lock it in place? Let me do it with my right hand. That'd be easier. Come on. There you go. So that's in. We're going to repeat the process for this side. Same struggle. So you guys won't have to see that, obviously. But I'll do that, and then I'll take those clips off like I said I would. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. This one's super tore up. I might go to the junkyard and get a new one later. This one's scratched, man. But I finished popping the little clips off. And like I said, it just slides right off. But then I got to remove that little plastic piece in there. And in order to get to that, I got to take this whole black piece off right here. So it's the same thing. Now it's just a little black clips on the bottom. So this plastic one's out of the way. You don't want to touch the inside of it because it'll get dirty like how this one is. I don't know why. I'm not even going to touch it. I'm just going to replace it entirely eventually. So you want to place it to the side. Keep it clean. I put it up here. Just keep it fresh. Keep it clean. Soapy Joe's, San Diego, 619. Where my peeps at? Leave a like in the comments. So I'm going to pop the little pieces of plastic off, and we're going to remove this because this only allows a very minimal amount of light to come out. So watch. We'll remove that. You guys saw the little video. I should have took a photo of it, but it allows a very minimal amount of light to go through. So I should have done it before and after, but you guys will see how much more light and how much more illuminated it is once I remove that piece. So let me do that, and I'll be alrighty, guys. It's all loose, so you're gonna want to push it in here. There's one little step I forgot to tell you guys that if you want to do, you get a flathead screwdriver, and right along the trim, it's gonna be really tight in there. So if you want, you put it in like this. You put it in, and then you twist it gently though, just enough to crack it loose, and the edges will pop off. So once this comes off, there's the face. Gauge cluster, you can remove this and replace the interface. I'm gonna be doing that later. So you want to, if you do that, it's a whole different step. I'm not doing that right now, so that can stay. But here's that trim piece, and here's this piece of plastic that I was telling you guys about. This just pops off. There's like little pieces of glue here or something, but you just take that off. So let's pop this off very gently. Let me take this little light off here on the top. I don't want to damage it. Just twist it off. Let's put you to the side, little baby girl. Put you to the side, baby. And this little piece comes off. So let's put this down first. Let's move the actual cluster itself. Keep it safe, You just want to be careful with the bottom too, because that's where all the electrical components are and everything. So be careful with the bottom. Move it to the side a bit. Move it to the side. Where am I going to put it? Let's put it right here on top of the box. So now we can remove this piece. I don't want to break it, but it looks like it just might have to because it doesn't want to pop loose. But there you go. It just cracked off. Take this piece off. Now, once this is off, it'll allow so much more light to pass through, guys. You guys don't even know. You guys can keep the piece or not. You can just clip it back on right there. Those little ridges. Right there. There's another one right here. You can always just clamp it back onto place. There's more right here. And it'll stay put because when it's in that plastic piece, it will stay put. So I'll probably just hold on to this, give it to somebody if I ever sell the car, which I don't plan to. So I might as well just throw it away. So now, time to reassemble the piece. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Or, yeah, I'll do that first. So let's do that to keep everything in place. So I'll pick the cluster face back up, bring it over, pick this piece up, put this back down, and it was like this. Turn it around. Okay, so now you want to line, oh, my hat got hit. I'm wearing a hat. Okay, so you're gonna want to line it up. Line it up nice and steady. Okay. Make sure that the cables are in the way and everything. Everything's fine. These little clamps right here, you want to push these into place. Where is it? Right here. Okay. Forgive me, guys, if the video quality is not the best. So from there, you just gently want to make sure everything pushes back into place. Everything's aligned properly on the side, on the back, in the corner, right here. Right here, watch the top too, opposite end. Turn it around, right here. And then just go back around one more time, give it a nice little clamping with both hands. So I'm gonna be doing that. And the plastic piece up there, it's the exact same thing, it's just the holes right next to it. So like this one, this one, this one. So it's the same thing, so I don't think you guys need to see me do that, but there it is right there. And watch, if you guys look, the little LED light, I'll plug one in for you guys to see where it goes. Let's put this one back in there. Just give you one more tight little nudge to make sure you're in there. So put it on, twist it, and let's see if you guys can see from here. You guys might barely be able to see it. It's barely peeking out. So that stuff is that's gonna be bright as hell once that pops. Oh, right here. This little piece, it didn't clamp on this side, so watch. You just wanna push it in. Come on, clamp. Clamp you. Okay, there you go. It's clamped. And everything's pushed in. So that's what you just give it a double check. So I'm gonna be doing that for safety measures, and then I'm gonna be putting that plastic piece back on. And I'll get back to it once that's on. Alrighty guys, this is the back. I finished putting the plastic back on. So there it is. Now, this pack came with 20. This isn't the actual lights for I don't know if people think that the lights are for these right here. This, and this. It's not the light that illuminates behind of that, because those are those big ass lights right here. Those are these big ass lights right here. I'm gonna replace these eventually too with LEDs, but not at the moment. I don't have them, but see that? Big ass light. Or you know what? We'll see what they look like. If they look fine, then I'll leave them. If they look dusty, then I'll replace them. But those are the ones that go there. It's the same thing right here. But these are the little tiny ones that I have to replace. I don't have to, because those are just for the check engine light and maintenance and blah, blah, whatever. Another one here. So I have 20 of these. I just used 2. I have 18. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Why not replace it with better lights? More lit up face. So I'm just gonna go to it. It's the same step. You pull this out, grab one of the LEDs, push it back in, put in, twist, and repeat through all these. You guys don't need to see all that. You guys saw me do it. You know, I did it kind of unprofessionally, but that's what you do. So I'm gonna replace all of these, and then I'll get back to it when I'm plugging it back in, rebolt it, and then I'll turn it on so you guys can see the finished product. Alrighty guys, so I put everything back on. I switched all the light bulbs. Now you're just gonna want to place it in a little bit, just enough so you can grab these wires and plug them in. You gotta kind of put it in there a little bit. So you're gonna weasel it in there, plug them all in, then you're gonna want to turn the lights on, right? Flip this switch. Keys in the ignition. Oh, they're on my neck, but you want to put the keys in the ignition, turn it twice to turn on the check engine light and everything else to make sure all those light up still. And then when you know that everything lights up, then that's when you proceed to put everything back together, because it would suck to put everything back together and then test it and realize that 2 or 3 bulbs aren't working properly. Then you gotta take everything back apart. So I'm gonna connect all the cables and then test run it real quick, but I need both hands to do that. So I'll be right back. So digital lights off, right? This is just my turning the knob twice. So there it is right there. Turn it twice. So everything turns on, but my my little hatch light, my signals work. So I gotta go back in there, switch the bulb for the trunk, and then there's another one up here, the oil, and then one other one that I can't really see right now. But I'm gonna have to go in there and replace those bulbs because they're probably faulty, or maybe just take it out and plug them back in and see if they still work. So this is why you always double check your work. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So just finished putting back together my gauge face, my cluster, and everything. Wow, that needs to be super glued again. Where'd it go? Here it is. That's funny. I'll just put some crazy glue on this right here on the edges, I guess. Pop that bitch back in there and it'll stick. But anyway, I finished putting it all together. I test ran it. Everything is good. But if you guys remember from the beginning how it looked, and this is how it looks now. Ready? So I'm gonna turn off my light. I'm gonna flick the switch. You guys ain't ready for this. Bam. Look at that difference. Compared to what the other one was, look at that. And on the thumbnail, it's gonna be the before and after. That is insane. Let me put my keys in the ignition. Let me turn the 1, 2. Signal lights. Signal lights. That is insane to me, guys. Like $10 worth of a product on Amazon. These work, man. Honda Civics. I'll put the link in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. But before I do, real quick, let me show you guys remember that little plastic piece we took off? The lights are shining through that little plastic piece that we removed. Remember that? So there it is, guys. Leave a like, thumbs up, subscribe, more future content. I intend to try to do at least one thing a month to this car to make it better. And with each progressing month, if I keep getting views and, you know, subscribers, and the algorithm goes up and everything, comments, I can start making some money off YouTube, then I'll go all in. Because I eventually want to get a better wheel, better seats, headlights, bumper, paint, maybe even a wrap. Who knows? But thank you guys for watching. First video in the series of improving the daily Honda.